What is going on, everyone? AJ Gaming here, and welcome back to the 4th episode of the Watford Super League Career Mode on FIFA 16. And in today's episode, we are just 1 week away from the beginning of the Premier League season, and we start off away to PSG and then at home to Bayern Munich. Those are the two games that we're going to be playing in this episode. We might get a third, I'm not too sure. I have to see how long it takes us to get through those two games, as well as advancing through the transfer window. We won the cup in the last episode, and we signed some more players in the form of Ben Yedder, which we traded for using Igalo. We've also got Vilhena here, who is a centre mid that will start on the bench for us, as Barami and Suarez have been amazing in pre-season so far. We've also got Gerardo and Abdi, as well as Iheanacho, who we signed on loan from Man City, as well as Marcus Rashford, who had a very good pre-season tournament as well. But we are 1 week away from the start of the season. I'll let you know if any transfer news comes in. So I have advanced ahead a couple of days. No transfer news has come in yet, but we have got some training sessions to do, and I will change some of these up, as we've got some good players that we could look to grow. We'll get rid of Lewis's second one, and we're going to put Vilhena on one. He's 20 years old. We're going to put him on defending, I think, because that's probably his worst trait about him. Ulare will take him off that one as well. Who else could we look to train here? We've got Hoban already training. Ake is a loanee for 1 season. We won't bother with him. So it's probably going to be Iheanacho or Rashford. Who do we want to get up more? I think we're going to go with Rashford. Try and get him up to a 70 rated. And then we'll go on with Iheanacho after that. But we'll simulate all of these training sessions. And what do we get? We get a C, a B, an F for Marcus Rashford, and a C there. So 2 Bs, 2 Cs, and an F. Ulare going up a nice chunk there towards 71 rating, but we're advanced. We get an email about press conference, and 2 of those there. Not much going on so far. We're just a few days away from the beginning of the league, and we've got a transfer offer for Amrabat, 10 million from Hoffenheim. His value there is 7.5, but due to his form, they reckon between 10 and 12 million. I'm not going to accept that, because he is probably our top player at the club at the minute. Apart from maybe Ben Yedder, which I haven't kind of got to use him yet. We'll get to know how he plays in the beginning of the game. We're just 1 day away now. It looks like there's not going to be any more transfer offers here. And no, there isn't. Just more press conference stuff that I don't want to attend. We're going to jump into the first game. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep the squad as it is. We've got no injuries, so we're playing Zapata and Ben Yedder for their debuts. Barami has proved his worth ahead of Gerardo in that left centre mid spot. Iheanacho and Rashford on the bench to offer some pace as well. But that is going to be the team. Let's jump into the game, where hopefully we can at least get a point. So the time has come, the first game of the Super League season. We're playing in the Parc des Princes. I'm not quite sure how that's pronounced, that's probably terrible. We're playing it at PSG Stadium against players like Ibrahimovic, Cavani, as well as Thiago Silva, Pastore, Di Maria. Some incredible names in world football, and yet us, Watford, have got to try and cope with players of this caliber, and hopefully we can get something out of this game. Let's go. They're already playing it out nicely. Worked out to Maxwell on this left hand side. He's taken the first shot of the game, and somehow it's gone in. PSG are already 1-0 up inside of 4 minutes. What a terrible start. I didn't think Maxwell would be able to do anything with his right foot. He just walked through and took a tame shot, and it somehow looped over the goalkeeper and gone into the top corner there. 1-0 to PSG already. Britos runs it out to Capu. Amrabat. We see Dini making a run here. He's clean on his own. Dini runs on through, takes the shot. Saved by Trapp. They're going to play it short by the looks of it again. Playing it short to Ibrahimovic, who plays the ball into Stambouli. Agenda goes through, and they've hit the post, and Ben Yedder gets it out for a goal kick. That was very fortunate. They worked that incredibly well. Was that Maxwell again with the shot? He probably should have scored there, but luckily we managed to survive. Di Maria on the ball now. Holobas trying to get back, but he's turned him. He's played a fancy pass over to Aurier. Plays the first time, cross in towards Ibrahimovic, and Gomez gets there ahead of him. Looking for Dini from the goal kick. Wins the knockdown for Ben Yedder. Amrabat on the ball here. We look to give it back to Dini. Hasn't got the pace to get past Aurier. Gives it to Barami. Amrabat coming through. He slid in early. Gives it to Barami. Barami gets the goal. We're back at 1-1. We're at 28 minutes. Barami gets the first goal of the Super League season for us. A great work move there. Dini originally winning the knockdown. Playing it back to him. The defender slid early, allowing Amrabat to run straight past him, and Barami finesses it into the near post. The keeper's not going to save that, and it's 1-1. Time to make a double substitution now after that goal. Dini and Barami coming off, replaced by Iheanacho and Vilhena, the two new signings. Play it through to Amrabat there. We give it over to Ben Yedder. Can we play it through there for Iheanacho? Yes, we can. We're cut back on the inside. Iheanacho plays it over to... I was looking for Ben Yedder. It locked on to Amrabat, and that is the end of the game. We lose our first game in the Super League 3-1 to PSG overall. We didn't do too badly. We just crumbled a bit after we conceded that second goal to concede the third one so quickly afterwards. But overall, a promising start. We managed to get a goal against PSG, but we lost 3-1 in the end. Goals from Maxwell, Barami for us, Thiago Motta, and then Ibrahimovic. Match stats, they had 9 shots to our 4 with 7 on target when we had 3. They dominated possession with 62% possession, and our shot accuracy of 75%, pass accuracy of 84%, not too bad. Player ratings, Iheanacho with a 5.9, poor from him. Player of the match was, who was it there? Gomez, Amrabat, sorry, with a 7.6 ahead of Gomez, who was our second best with a 6.7. The two centre backs, poor, according to the ratings, a 4 rating, which I felt was a bit harsh for Zapata. Ben Yedder with a 6, and Dini with a 6.4. Vilhena with a 5.7. I felt like he did well after coming on, but anyway, we lose the game 3-1. Let's continue on to our next game, our first home game against Bayern. So after that game, we have got some more player training to do. We'll keep the same drills that we just did at the beginning, and we get some average results. Lewis and Hoban going up a decent amount, but apart from that, no one else really changing. We lost 3-1, which puts us at the bottom of the table so far. With only been a few games played there. Chelsea and Zenit also losing overall. The teams that won, PSG, Napoli and Real Madrid. A few draws in there as well, but the other games are probably being played today. We'll advance another day and see where we sit after the first round of games. Everyone has played now. We're in 19th spot ahead of Dortmund, who looks like they lost to Wolfsburg. A German battle there. Dortmund losing to Wolfsburg there. So we're not stone dead last, but not the best of starts for us. I'm thinking about what I could use, what I could do with the spending money we have got. We've got, what have we got? We got like £6 million overall. So if we look to sell anyone, who could we bring? The only player that's really going to help on this list is probably Leyoun. Probably a good player we could bring back. I might just do it, you know. I think I'm going to do it. £495,000. We've got money to spend. We're probably not going to look to spend any more money until the January transfer window, unless some big deal comes in for one of our players and we get some extra funds. We're going to recall him for our loan, from his loan, and we're going to get him back into the team. Maybe we'll start him at left back, or maybe we'll start him at centre mid. I'm not too sure yet. But anyway, does he return straight away? Yeah, so he's back in the squad. Let's see what his stats are like in this game. He'll be at the bottom, I'm guessing. Yeah, Miguel Layun, look at that. Some green and a couple of yellow, and basically all green. Some great stamina there. Heading accuracy, his only weakness in that skill attribution. 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Position is only a left back in this game. He's got engine, early crosser and long shot taker, which do I try him at left back for this first game, or do I play him as a centre mid? I feel like I'm going to try him as a left back to start with. We'll put Ake onto the bench, onto the reserves, and Holobas onto the bench there. We'll try him as a left back in the first game. If it doesn't work, we could always push him into centre mid because of his stamina. He'll be able to run all game. He's one of those type of players. But that we've got another technically new player back into the squad. We'll advance through to the Bayern game unless any other news comes through. So as you can see from the calendar, our schedule has changed a little bit for August due to the Capital One Cup competition. We're going to be playing against Wolves in the Cup, but that means that our game against Wolfsburg has been moved from the 23rd of August back to the 19th, which means we've only got a 4-day turnaround between games. We'll see how long this episode is going to be for, but we'll probably just end up playing this game, and then the next probably 2 games, the Cup game and the Wolfsburg game, will be in the next episode. But let's jump in to the game. Our only change to the team is Miguel Layun playing at left back instead of Holebas there, but overall not too bad. The only players out of form are the 2 centre backs, but I'm sure we can put that right in this game. Hopefully we can get a win against one of the top teams in this division, Bayern Munich. Let's go. So we are back at home at Vicarage Road, and it couldn't really be a much more difficult team to be playing as our first home game of the season. We are up against Bayern Munich from Germany. Obviously you guys will know that. Watford against Bayern Munich here. We'll look at the lineups in a sec. So the team lineups, you guys know our lineup: 4-1-2-1-2. Narrow. The only change to our team is Miguel Layun, who we just brought back from loan from Porto. That is our team. Bayern Munich have got some changes. They're not playing Neuer. He is on the bench. No Lahm, no Ribery, no Lewandowski. Müller playing striker. Vidal, Kimmich, Bentaleb, who they've transferred from Tottenham, playing the CDM role. But that is their lineup. Let's get into the game. Deeney uses his strength to get the ball back off of Robin there. Amrabat. We look for the ball through to Ben Yedder. He's through. Ben Yedder, deflected shot, gets back to him and saved at the second chance. Ben Yedder should have scored there. Switching the play again, a feature of the game so far from them, but Mario Suarez intercepts it from Coman. Bentaleb gets the ball ahead of Ben Yedder, but we've won it back. Deeney through here on goal. Deeney gets the chance, and surely that's a penalty, and that's got to be a red card there, ref. Come on, that's got to be a red card for Rafinha, and it's only a yellow. A tackle from behind. The defender, I suppose, was coming across to cover. The ref has only given a yellow card, but we have got a penalty to try and score our first home goal of the season. You can see Deeney muscling him off. A tackle from behind, he wins the ball, but it's dangerous to tackle from behind. We get the penalty. Deeney winning it for us, and he will take it. We're going to look to put this in the top left corner here. 2 bars of power on it. We smash it into the top corner. Deeney getting his first goal of the season. We go 1-0 up just past the half an hour mark. Good finish there from Deeney. We're almost at half time now. Coman with the ball out on this left hand side. Ben Yedder trying to run to catch up, but the ref blows the half time whistle before Coman gets the chance to attack. With first half we are leading 1-0 overall. Not a great half overall. We haven't afforded too many great chances for them. You can see 3 shots and 0 on target. They've still dominated possession, but not as much as PSG. 5 shots, 4 on target for us, 80% shot accuracy as well as pass accuracy, 93% pass accuracy from them. Let's get into the second half and hopefully we can keep our lead. Worked it back inside. Barami trying to keep up with Coman, can't quite do it. Muller's got the ball here. Mario Suarez with the pressure, and we win the ball back there. A poor tackle from plays it through the legs. Dini run through. He hasn't even got the pace to keep away from Taski. No support coming. Dini with the shot. It's hit the bar, and Mario Suarez knocks it in. We get a 2-goal lead there. Mario Suarez in the right place at the right time. The shot took a save from the goalkeeper. Mario Suarez was there as the ball hit the bar and came back straight down onto him. He kind of just kneed it into the goal. A small touch off of his foot takes it away from the goalkeeper. He studded it in there. We go 2-0 up. Great goal for us. 2-0. As we kick it long towards Rashford, who brings it down, and that is the end of the game. A perfect performance from us. We win the game 2-0 against Bayern Munich. Our first home game of the season. Couldn't have gone any better. 2-0 to Watford against Bayern Munich. Goals from Dini and Mario Suarez getting us the win. We dominated overall. They had no more shots in that second half than they had in the first half. 57% to 43% possession, was still a bit behind, but 8 shots and 5 on target warranted 2 goals for us. 83% pass accuracy and 62% shot accuracy. Our man of the match was Troy Dini with a 7.9. Vilhena getting a poor rating with a 4 finish, 5.3. Gomez with a 7.2. Britos with a 7.2 as well. Zapata did well. Capu and Leon getting a 6.9. Mario Suarez with a 7.5. And the other 2 substituted players, Barami and Amrabat, getting a 7.1 and a 7 rating overall. But that is our first win of this Super League season. I'm buzzing with that win. Let's go back in and see what we've got up next. So after that game, we get our first points of the season. We're into 9th spot, just behind PSG and ahead of Man City on 2 points. 3 goals and 3 goals scored and 3 goals conceded so far this season. Not too bad. We ended up beating Bayern, who have lost their first. Oh no, they've got 1 draw from their first game, and they lost to us. Wolfsburg and Napoli, the only 2 teams to have a perfect start in the season, winning both of their games. We've got some more training to do here. We'll keep the same drills. The transfer window is so close to ending as Ulare goes up to a 71 rated striker now. We'll probably make some changes in the next episode for the cup game against Wolves. Here you can see we are up against Wolves in the Capital One Cup second round, I assume, or second or third. I'm not quite sure what round we go into. But that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. As I said, the transfer window is drawing towards a close. So if you have got any players that you want me to look at buying, make sure to leave it in this episode and in the comments of this episode, because we'll probably be right near the end of the transfer window after the next episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, make sure to smash the like button down below, as it really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more of this FIFA 16 Watford Super League career mode, and that is going to be it. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day.